Brunners.
Brunner's Lawn and Services is a people company. What's going on, Barflies? Gary Hardy with Brunner's Lawn and Services and your host of A Beverage with Brunners, coming to you with this week's episode of A Bit of Brunners-ology. As always, if you like our show and you want to see more of the craziness, hit the subscribe button and ding the bell. This will notify you of a new bit of Brunners-ology or an interview at the Brunner's Bar. So we've been swamped the last couple of weeks at Brunner's Lawn and Services and at A Beverage with Brunners. And I'm sorry that we didn't have an interview to post for you this week. We had an issue and couldn't post the interview because of a conflict. But no worries. I have something special this week for you. This week on our Brunner's bit, we went out to the scene of two of our properties and interviewed some team supervisors and some team members. So let's get out to the job site and see what these rock stars are all doing. Come on, it's time to go. We've come to our first job site, Timber Park, where James Branham and Trinity Osterholz are trimming shrubs. They are hard at it, and I'm sure they could use a break. So I'm going to stop them for a couple minutes, and I'm going to ask them a couple questions. Trinity and James, our first question is, what traits do you look for in an ideal team member?
Someone that's good at listening to advice, like doesn't easily get offended. So, because there's a lot of different tips and a lot of different ways people can do things, and some are more helpful than others. So even though if you're doing a good job, if there's a better way to get it done, it's always nice to have someone to be open to different options. So that's the idea coworker.
Well, to me, an ideal team member would be someone who shows up prepared every day and also is willing to work with everyone in their group in order to find the best way of accomplishing the tasks that they have to go about the day. Someone who's not just going to sit there and listen and try to just do the bare minimum, but someone who's going to sit there and try to be a part of the conversation, a part of the planning, and eventually have like goals that align themselves with the ethics of the company.
James and Trinity, our next question is, what do you like the most about Brunner's Lawn and Services?
I really enjoy the more hands-on aspects of the jobs I get to do now, such as reading blueprints, getting to show the finite details of each job, and being able to participate more in that.
The people here actually really care about what they're doing, so we'll do the little things to make people happy, and we care about the crew and our tenants and the people we take care of. So it's a nice environment to work in.
James and Trinity, our final question for you two is, what do you dislike the most at Brunner's Lawn and Services right now?
The friggin' cicadas are everywhere, especially in the hair. It's horrible when they get stuck in your hair because then they're just flapping in your ear constantly and you think you don't know what you're covered in.
I feel we are understaffed, and so it would be nice to have more experienced people working with us. Yeah, that would be nice.
Well, it's time to leave James and Trinity, and let's head out to Pinehurst and see what Matt and Dane are doing. Matt and Dane, what do you guys like most about Brunner's Lawn and Services?
You guys, they seem to actually give a crap about like the employees. There's a real appreciation and an understanding of like the things you have to do possibly outside of work, and sometimes, whether you like it or not, those things sometimes follow us into work, but there's like a total acceptance of who you are and kind of what you're all about, as long as you follow the three Brunner's principles of dependability, respect, and integrity. As long as you have all of those, you could be, coming in with your fruit boots and just rock it out.
The culture. It's the only place I've ever worked that's felt like it's not horrible to go to work. It's almost completely enjoyable. Almost.
Great answers. So our next question is what you don't like at Brunner's Lawn and Services. Now, Dane, take it easy on me.
Cicadas. I think everyone's in agreement with that. Sometimes sometimes there's a little bit of scatterbrainness. I kind of wish, like, let's say I'm riding with somebody, they know where we're going next, but I don't, because I wasn't included in that. And I didn't understand why. But the thing is, there's also way open communication about things, and I know if I was to be like, hey, where are we going? They'd be like, oh, we're going here. But there's also a lot going on right now, and everyone's got like 12 things happening at once, and we all have to balance those things out. So it's less of a criticism and more of an observation, and I don't think it's like a permanent state of being. I think it's just a stressful time of year. I mean, that's about it. That's what I really don't like. That your ugly face.
We just need more people that fit. You know, it's one thing to get people, but people that fit. Like, we have a couple that we just got beginning of the season that fit really well.
And like everyone else in the world, Brunner's Lawn and Services is hiring. So I asked Trinity and I asked Matt why someone should come join Brunner's Lawn and Services team.
It's a good place to work. You get recognized, and if you work hard, you will, like I said, you'll get recognized.
It's fun, and you're not stuck in four walls, and because all the office jobs are taken. And the nature's pretty, and most of our employees and clients are really nice people. You're always going to have a few rough people here and there, but for the most part, it's great.
Hey there, everybody. Come on down to Brunner's, where we service everyone with integrity, dependability, and respect. If not, you're a loser. Yeehaw!